Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna play the Forgotten City. I haven't given up on Cyberpunk or anything, but my last two videos got age restricted, so I'm taking a break with another game. I plan on finishing both, and the next video after this one should be a Cyberpunk video. Anyway, let's get started. For you guys that don't know, the Forgotten City is actually based on a mod for Skyrim. And yeah, it's kind of amazing, really. Yeah, that kind of lets you know that it's not a AAA game, but it's honestly a good game. I enjoyed it, and I'm not easy to please if I'm honest with you, so. Okay, let's get started.
Hey, you're
She looks
alive.
crazy.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change.
Who cares, really?
So, wanna tell me who you are?
Select your body type. Oh, I'm a guy, so. What kind of light skin I got? Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'll just go this. Let's go. I don't know if I should go Lion King. Let's go Lion.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Kind of a silly
And
name, but
I'm sorry to pry, but
no offense to
any
your
idea
name,
why you
Lion.
were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
I was searching for ancient ruins. Archaeologists, years of studying history gives you occasional insights into the ancient world. Boring. Some covert mission. Soldier, you have military issued firearm, but only 10 bullets. You have to use them judiciously, since there's no way to get more. I was on the run from the law. Fugitive, your time on the run from authorities has made you quick on your feet, and you're 25% faster when sprinting. I barely remember anything. Your recent head trauma, amnesiac, has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. I'll do this.
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head.
The first time
You're
I
just
played
lucky you've been
it,
given
I
a
went
second
with the
chance.
soldier.
Which
But
is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask.
the gun's not that
There are some
useful
ruins just behind you.
after
Roman,
some time,
I
you
think.
know, in the game.
I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind.
I don't
going
really
in
have
to
a
find
choice,
him.
so.
If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Yeah,
Oh,
mind if I ask
of
something
course.
first?
Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
Who are you? What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
Are you going to tell me your
I'd
name?
rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Sketchy.
All right,
Really like to
fine.
know, especially if I'm going to help
Sorry
you.
if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Oof. All those scary memes have really ruined that name, huh?
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Okay. Who is Sal?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But
It's kind
maybe
of weird
the two of
things
you
to
can
happen,
piece together
right?
what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Okay. All the questions I
Great.
had.
So you're ready to go look for Al?
Sure.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh,
Okay,
and
let's do
he
this.
left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
What is it? Oh, flashlight. I don't know if it's that helpful, to be honest with you guys. I don't remember. Remember I enjoyed the game, but... Okay, that's zooming in. Okay. There was a way to run here. Backpack. Nothing valuable.
If you're
apparently.
reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city, hidden deep
I like that I don't
underground.
have to read this.
Its
Whoa!
existence.
Long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in Latin inscription here. It reads, sorry, man. Shouldn't have been so waxy. Well, you're not losing anything else.
Existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain. For this shall
God
be their
can be
final
creepy
resting
sometimes.
place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's
Oh,
only
sorry.
one way to find out.
Okay, you can
If I'm
jump.
not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
That's what you'd call spooky dooky, you know? Yeah, anyway, I had a bunch more views on my recent videos for Cyberpunk, and with the age restricting thing, I lost a bunch of them, so yeah, I'm kind of, let's just say it was a hard blow. Anyway, as you guys can see, it's like a Roman, there's like some columns over there. And there's a lot of people, which is the weirdest thing, right? Golden statues of them. I can just run. I do, but what does that mean? And that's the statue of Al. On the statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al, but how is that possible? Stone tablet?
Whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Well, it's not boding well for us. Roman man on his knees as if begging his gods for mercy. It's a statue, by the way. Oh yeah, so basically I'm gonna try not to curse as much. It could have been just Cyberpunk, you know, but the game, it's just suited for different audiences, you know. Anyway, here's the guy.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Oh man, I should have put all caps on the name. I'm lying and I just come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head?
That's just rude.
That's alright, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Thanks, I guess. Yeah, that's what I would
But
say.
listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
You're lost?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
No thanks. No, I forgot we're doing this for first time for the channel. Okay, alright, lead the way.
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
That's scary.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer.
Oh,
Anyone who
will?
helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Oh, he's already walking.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say.
That's
Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless
Well, I want meat, so.
wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here
That's
on
so?
your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the Forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy,
Man.
Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
Thanks.
What was that? What did you just say?
Oh, be
I said
quiet,
It'll
dude.
take some getting used to.
Jerk.
I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
What's this about?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Fine.
Follow me.
I don't like this guy,
The only
but
thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can
can't
explain
pay
it
to
this
follow
way.
your guide.
When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge, Wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10. Made us draw straws. And whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
what
matter whether you've done
decimation
anything wrong.
means. I don't know if you guys knew that.
One of us in 10
Oh,
die.
get me to it.
Of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Roll is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
So that means everyone. If someone breaks the law, kaboom. I don't know.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Lion.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that.
These guys don't
But
sound
first,
Italian, that's all I'm gonna
take
say.
a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret
You know,
city
'cause they're Roman?
deep
Well,
in the
whatever.
mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It's beautiful.
More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
No.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple
Here's the
as
thing.
it is terrifying.
If you're being
If
forced to
even
be
one
good, I
person
don't think it
commits a
it
sin
counts, you
here,
know?
Every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all
Medusa's
to gold.
Gorgon that turns
We've
people
come
to stone with her gaze, and Midas,
Rule. It's
and the golden
extraordinary that we've
touch.
survived as long as we have, and
He
each
could turn
day I grow
everything
more
into
and more
gold,
afraid
but
that our
he couldn't
dying
control
sun
what he turned into gold, so
And now it
let's
seems
just say
that
he
day
was
is
dangerous
finally
after a
here.
while.
All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
What counts as a sin?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As
Now that
magistrate,
does
I had
seem
to
like
exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord
Seems
between
like
the
a
gods
bummer
and
to
the
live here,
people of
though.
Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
That makes sense to
I'm
me.
glad you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and
Boop.
rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement.
I hope that
on
doesn't.
Unfortunately, there are still those here
Yeah,
who
whatever.
resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Keeping a close eye on everyone. That's all the questions I had.
Good. So, are you with me?
He's
Can I
basically
count on you to
useless.
figure out
I'm not
who's
gonna lie
allowed
to
break
you.
The golden rule. Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Alright, let's
Oh,
get
and
started.
one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Why wouldn't you go check if you're the... I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna say, I'm not... It looks pretty cool, you know? Let's see if we can steal anything.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
They're alive!
Oh, dude.
Death is not
Oh, it's stuck on a tree. Oh, this is dangerous, man. Yeah, so that's what happens when you sin at all. Like, whether you steal or just... Well, I guess stealing is the least of the problems. If you kill anyone or simply steal something, this happens how he sacrificed himself. No items. That being said, there's a time loop.